Folks, today we're out here on Pensacola Beach seeing if we can catch something to bring home for dinner. Oh, fish on our third rod, fish on our third rod. This is a surf fisherman's worst nightmare here. Good morning, folks, and welcome to another video. We're doing a little grass check report here today. We're back on Pensacola Beach. I heard the grass was terrible. We're gonna go see for ourselves today and see if it's fishable. It may not be, and if it's not, we will move somewhere else. But I know there's a lot of fish here, so it just depends on if we're able to keep our baits out. June grass is absolutely horrible for surf fishing. Good looking conditions for a bite. First rod we're tossing out here is, I got my 10-foot bummy stick, Daiwa Saltus 5000. I've got a single drop pompano rig, and it's just got a piece of shrimp and a piece of fish gum on it. Not a good situation here. There's already a cart loading up and heading home. I saw him pull up a big wad of grass. There's a really good chance that we're not going to be able to fish here. I just reeled in the first rod that I threw out, and it's not good, let's put it that way. There's the bait's grassed up, the weight's grassed up, the line's grassed up. Oh. Guys, we just got slammed right here. Let's see if he's still on. Yep, fish on. Wow, okay. We're on. We're on. Even with the grass? Even with the grass? Be a good fish. Be a good fish. He's running pretty good. We'll see here. That was a good bite. That was a real good bite. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah, come on. Okay, there we go. Get on up here. All right, guys, pompano to start the morning. Now, what's funny is my line is getting grassed up, but it's showing that there's definitely fish around, so that's a good thing. Well, this is a legal fish to keep, but I'm gonna release him because, hey, if we get one bigger, I'll keep him. But I've caught a lot of pompano lately, so there we go. All right, let's get another bait out. So that fish came off of the shrimp and the sand flea sickle fish gum. Gotta get the grass off, man. There's definite grass out there, but it's still manageable at the moment, but it's not great. All right, folks, we got 2 rods out right now. I'm gonna probably put a third one out. I just wanna see for a minute if they're gonna get grassed up real bad or not. Hey, we didn't get skunked. That's better than a lot of times out here on the beach. Oh man, this one right here looks like it's covered in grass. Let's see, it is. Good gracious. I can barely reel this one in, guys. It is, look, y'all just wait till you see this. No wonder this rod hasn't been getting hit. My gosh, that's bad. That's real bad. This is what I'm talking about right here, guys. Look at this. That is not a good situation. Not only am I fighting the June grass, but I'm also fighting this sargassum, which is obviously an issue as well. This is a mixture of June grass and sargassum on my line right here. But hey, if we can mix in some fish in between getting grassed up, I'm okay with it. Here's what it does that's even worse though, is it grasses up your bait and your hooks, all right? And that is why you don't get bit. Guys, we got another bite, we got another bite. Come on, what happened? Where's he at? Oh, he's running down the beach. Yep, we're on, come on. Oh yeah, we're on. Yeah, this one got hit again, man. The single drop rig's getting hit. Fish number 2, and he was hauling butt. This feels like another pomp. Oh, this may be a little better fish here. Can't tell. He was hauling butt to the beach. Come on, buddy, get up here. Oh yeah. Nicer fish here for sure. All right, that's a nice keeper pompano right there. I might keep him. He's a little better fish there. All right, well, there's still some fish hanging out. So I'm gonna keep him for dinner. Pompano is a fish that I absolutely enjoy to eat. And you know, this isn't gonna last forever. This June grass is getting worse and worse. And once it gets to a certain point, unless we have like a hurricane or something, which I don't want to have, it's going to be unfishable out here. So might as well catch them while we can. Let's try her again here. This single drop rig is getting hit every time. I got to get a little grass off of it so that we can make a proper cast. Boom, there we go. There we go. All right, getting this third rod out here. All right, there we go. We're out and ready. Oh, fish on our third rod, fish on our third rod. Yes, sir. Got another one coming in here. Come on, baby, be a big one. Feels like a decent fish, feels like a bigger fish for sure. Definitely feels like a bigger fish. About the same size. Keeper though. Come on, buddy. Another keeper fish right here. Yeah. Look at here, guys. Pretty nice pomp. Drag him out. Nice. All right. That is a keeper fish if you want to keep them. I've got that other one in there, and so that one will make a nice completed meal for me and Melanie. Now the bag limit is 6 if you want to keep your limit, but I'm only going to keep 2 today no matter what else we catch. Let's get this rod back out right here. All right, let's get our third rod back out. We've got our 3-rod spread back out and just kind of waiting. One of the biggest questions that I get asked on this channel is, where do I get my sand spikes from? Well, these sand spikes that I'm using today are from Deerfield. All right, Deerfield makes a really solid sand spike if you want to purchase a good one. I love that some of them have this thing right here. where you can just push it into the ground. You don't need a mallet. I'm gonna make a few casts with this ES metal. Just wanna see if there's any fast moving fish around. Could be Spanish, could be anything. There's a lot of bait flipping out there, but I'm not getting bit. Doesn't seem to be any Spanish or anything. There's a lot of bait fish jumping out there and crazy fish and stuff like that, but I'm not seeing, nope, that was a grass. I'm just not getting bit. But I am catching some grass. I'm catching some nice grass. All right, oh, guys, I'm getting hit down there. Good gracious, I'm getting hit. I gotta go. This one just got hit good, y'all. Let's see if he's still on there. Yep, he's on. Yeah. Yep, got another fish. Come on, buddy, come on. Yep, he's still on there. Stay put, stay pinned. Oh, this one is hauling butt down the beach too. Stay pinned, buddy. The grass situation is getting so bad out here that I was about to pack it up and leave. And then we got hit again, even with a lot of grass on our line here. Get up here. Get up here. All right. Piampano right here, y'all. Check him out. Let's let you go, buddy. Just a small guy. Here we go. No way. That hawk dove down and got my pompano, guys. I'm not kidding. That hawk dove down and got my pompano. Unbelievable. This is getting out of control right here. Out of absolute control. I ain't gonna spend much more time with this mess. I can tell you this though, I've had a lot worse days on the beach than this right here. I can promise you that. Whew, I always take a jug with an electrolyte mixture fishing with me, especially as it warms up and gets hotter and hotter out here. So final verdict, guys, I'm actually headed to the house. Yes, grass is a problem. No, it's probably not getting any better unless we have like a hurricane or something, which I don't want. But yes, it is semi-manageable depending on where you set up on the beach. It is still worth giving it a shot. Don't know how much longer it's gonna be like that though. All right, folks, we are back at the house. We're out here in the outdoor kitchen. We've got our lunch right over here, ready to be prepared. We're gonna do something we have never done on this channel before with any fish, really. And I got this inspiration from a channel called Reed the Fishmonger. I saw this video come up in my feed. I'm like, I've got to try that. So let me show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut the heads of these pompano off just like this. Now these aren't giants by no means, but they're perfect eating size. And hey, we got some good keeper fish before the grass moved in, which is what I'm really happy about. Now let me get some of these scales off. Everybody asks, hey, do you have to scale pompano? And not really, but you can. They have very, very small scales. You can't even tell that they're scales, and I like to use the back of my knife for that. Man, I gotta say, this has been one of the best pompano years that we have had in a long time. Hey, and shoot me a thumbs up if you like the fact that, you know, I've gotten back more into surf fishing this year. I used to surf fish a lot, and, you know, last couple of years, Just hadn't done it. It hadn't been as good. We have really had some success in the surf here as of late. Set this bad boy over to the side right here, and we'll clean him up a little bit better before we cook. This is what we're gonna do, okay? We do get a lot of comments when we cook whole pompano about, hey, you're wasting the head meat. Well, not today, folks, not today. We're just gonna go right down the middle and split this guy, just like that. Boom, boom. Now we're gonna clean this off very good. We're gonna soak it in ice water. And now we have not only the full pompano right over here, but we also have our 4 heads right here that are gonna go on the Blackstone after we marinate them. Now, after cleaning up the pompano, we went inside to make the marinade. Now, for the marinade, we used 1 stick of butter, grated some ginger in there, hit it with a little rice vinegar, then some chili crunch. We hit it with a little chili garlic sauce, some soy sauce, some brown coconut sugar, and some green onion. Hey, we even had a squirrel stop by to check us out, and he thought it looked really good. Next, we took our pompano heads, buried them in this marinade, waited for about an hour or so before we put them on the Blackstone. We are outside getting ready to cook. We've got our pompano heads. They've been marinating right here for quite some time. That right there, folks. All right, folks, let's give this a shot. Does that not look amazing? Just look at that plate right there. All right, folks, I'm gonna go in for a bite of this pompano first before we try the cheek meat. We've never done, we usually do baked pompano. That is actually the first time we've ever done Blackstone pompano. Melanie did grilled pompano one time when we were on vacation, which was delicious, but that Blackstone gives it an awesome flavor. Now, I'm a huge fan of fish cheeks, and so this is kind of what this is. I used to love triggerfish cheeks, snapper throats, anything around the head is a very tender piece of meat. So that marinade gives a perfect blend of sweetness with a little bit of heat. Really brings out a lot of flavor, and then you have the tenderness of that meat around the head of the pompano, which is outstanding, super flavorful. Once again, that would be an excellent restaurant appetizer for sure. I highly recommend you guys trying it. Folks, if you enjoyed that video, like I said, that was just a test video to see how bad the grass is out there, but hey, we caught some fish. If you enjoyed it, shoot me a big thumbs up. Everything I'm involved with, link to my description below. If you want to get my weekly fishing reports here along the Florida Gulf Coast and other info that's going on, like what tackle I use and different stuff like that, click the link in the pinned comment, and I'm going to have a link to my newsletter. It's also in the description as well. Folks, we will catch you next time.